welcome to episode 3 on how to make your own Starscream. So, last we left, we were about to cut this. So, what you want to do is you want to select the entire piece, lasso. Thank you, BJ. And what you do is you're going to want to use the cutting. Where's the shape cutting tool? There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to click here. So now what I have done is I have segmented each shape. So now what I can do is I can take this piece and go, oh no, because it's all selected. So unselect, take this piece, voila. And wait, there's something in there. No, not that. No, oh, wait, not that one. Is there something in there? Let's take that out. Oh, see, because it was those other two shapes. So there we go. We're going to take all these shapes out. Let's select them all and move them away. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, Chihuahua, what's going on? What's happening? They're like, we don't want to go. And I'm like, you gotta go, because I gotta get to working. So then we're gonna take all this. We're gonna use you later. Don't worry. And then we're gonna take this shape, and then we're gonna move it away, and then we're gonna take this shape, and we're gonna move it away. Now we're left with this particular shape, which is very similar to this particular shape. So how do we continue doing this? So now we're going to make an outline layer. So first we're going to take the ellipse tool, and maybe we should have done this earlier, made the double piece, but whatever. Then we're going to move that a little bit over right there. We're going to object, arrange, center back. Look at that, ain't that pretty? And then what we're going to do is we're going to align them into the center, so that way it's centered. Now we're going to, this entire piece, we're going to object, group it. We're going to bring it in here. It's a little too big. It's all too big. So we're going to shrink it. Hey, if anybody's out there who works on Transformer shows, I'll do voices. I can do any voices. I don't know what's going on with me right now. I'm just filled with joy that I'm making Transformer videos. There we go. That's the answer. So now we have this particular. So now what I'm going to do is is this entire object grouped? I believe I'm going to ungroup it. So I'm going to ungroup it So I'm going to select that shape. Now I believe there's a little bit of a shadow. I don't know if I necessarily want that shadow, but I do think that I want a different gradation of colors. So I'm going to click in the box. I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to look at this yellow, and then that's not one that it will print. But it will print it. It's like a greenish, so I don't want a greenish. I want more of a goldish. There we go. And there we go. So we picked that color. So then now I'm going to move into this spot right here. I'm going to click there, right there. I'm going to move down a little bit more. I'm going to pick that goldy color, and there we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. I'm going to click here. I'm going to move down a little bit more. I'm going to pick this other goldy color, and there we go. And then I'm going to move into this particular spot right there. I'm going to move down even further down the spectrum, almost into like a orange. And there we go. So that's it. And even this, I think that it's the similar color as the other one. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it right there. And then we're going to do maybe like right there. And then we're going to do that. And there we go. Okay, so there we go. So we have all those elements very similar to that. Oh, my screen had a little thing on it. So now that's where I'm at right now with this particular character. Do I want to shrink this in order to make it, because it will be a head. So what I can do is I can object group everything, and then I can shrink it down, because it does look a little long. So I can shrink it down a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to start trying to place it into the actual character. So let's shrink it down right there. Now you can always play around with the size, so you can make it smaller, bigger, smaller, whatever you'd like. So I'm going to place it right there, and I'm going to see, you know what? It's a little too big, so I'm going to bring it in a little bit. it's got to align with the character in it. Then I'm going to bring, but then it's got to be also. Now let's see Starscream's lower body and see what's going on in there. So he's got like a little red underwear right there. And he's got, I'm a fifth grader forever. I think third grader, anything below the fifth grade, underwear, red underwear, or just any kind of underwear. That's funny, right? So, all right. So let's look back at that, and then we're gonna bring this up in here, and we're gonna bring that down a little bit right there. That looks interesting. Maybe we can bring it up right here. Now, how do we make the underwear? Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a rectangle tool. And so we're going to choose that. And then I'm going to choose, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care right now that it's yellow. So I'm going to put two shapes together. Voila. I'm going to use the shape cutting tool. Cut it, cut it, cut it out, cut it out. George Bush reference. Not going to do it. And then what you do is you want to cut this shape out. So you're going to select the whole thing, and then shape cutting tool. So there we go. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but this is something simple that I thought right now. You're going to take this, and it teaches you how to use the reflect tool. There we go. And then so you go there, you go to object, arrange, no, transform, reflect, and you want a vertical. So there we go. Voila. So then you're going to bring these two pieces in like so. Align them so that way they are aligned to the top. And voila. Here we go. You got your underwear. Now you got to cover it up. So you got to cover up that underwear because just, that's not how we work in the world. Or maybe some parts of the world, they Aborigine, Indians. I don't know. Aborigines, I know that they cover up. I think I don't know who doesn't cover up. Let me know in the comment section down below. What kind of tribe is all about the everywhere thing. So okay, so you've got that. You want to bring this in a little bit because you know that that's going to cut. And then let's see, is it red? I believe it is red, so we're going to change it red. So there we go. We've got that shape. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And then bring it down a little bit more. And then maybe bring it up a little bit more. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm not bringing it up. I'm making it longer, so that way it looks a little bit more like how I want it to look. So I'm starting to like this a lot. The way it's coming out. Let's see. Let's look back. Look at that. It's coming through. We've got our little Starscream face. Something's going on right here. We could also, what I could do is I could object ungroup object. I don't know if that shape inside is grouped, but I'm going to shift, and then I'm going to select shift, 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 and then I'm going to object group, and then I'm going to bring it up and see what happens. There we go. Maybe let's see how that looks in comparison to. It's starting to look better. There we go. So we've got that going on. So now what I can, of course, since this shape is going to be the same as the other shape, what we want to do is we want to, let's see. So select that shape, then shift, hold that shape, that shape. Let's see, I think the little line as well. I do not know how to select them all, so if you do know how to select everything without, um, there we go. And I think that is everything I've selected, right? I'm going to go ahead and send object, group, and then I'm going to alt, and then I'm going to make a copy of it. There we go. And then I'm going to object, or transform, reflect, and then I'm going to reflect it. And voila, there we go. We've got the other side. So let's figure that out. So let's select these, and then select that, and then let's align it to the top. There we go. And then there we go. So is it But the question is it right to the tippy top? Let's see. See, there's a